Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TINHLAYO-ORGANISATION. Today we're going to do a parabola. We're going to answer this parabolic function. You see. So, okay, they say sketched below is a parabola. A parabola of f here with an equation. This is our equation. F of x is equals to this one, this thing. This is our equation. So from this equation, what do we know about our a? We know that our a, it is negative, it's less than 0. That's why are we having a what? A set face. A set face, when a set face we have a turning point. Our turning point is what? Is b. And then we must name it is our what? Is our maximum. It's a maximum turning point. And then we have our what? We have our intercept. Here's our x-intercept, and we know that in x-intercept, y is equals to 0. We know that, ne? And in y-intercept, x is equals to 0. Do you get me, guys? Sure. Okay, let's answer our question. Write down the coordinate of b. They say you must write down the coordinate of b. This is our b, and then this is our equation. Let's copy our equation here. Let me answer here so that it can be visible. Or 5.1. We're solving 5.1. Let's say f of x is equals to what? X minus 2 squared plus what? Plus 1. And then we're gonna say b. It is, what do we know about this? Okay, let's start here. This our what? This our y value at the turning point, and this our x value at the turning point, but we have to change the sign of it. If it is positive, we are going to write negative here, and if it is negative here, we're going to write positive here. So since it is negative 2, we're going to write what? Positive 2. And what? This one, we don't change the sign. If it was negative 1, we're going to write negative 1. So since it is positive 1, we'll write positive 1 because we don't change a sign on the y value of the turning point. Do you get me, guys? I hope you understood. And then now they say 5.2. Here, write down the equation of the axis of symmetry. What is the axis of symmetry? This is our axis of symmetry, where you have been learning this line of symmetry since from grade 7, or it was grade 4, something like that. This is our axis of symmetry. And since we know that here we have what? Here we have 2 and what? And 1. And this line is our what? It's our x value, or it touches the x intercept. You see, here we have 2 here. Here we have 2. Do you get me? And then here we have what? We have 1. Do you see? That's why our coordinate is 2 and 1. So the equation of this line, we are going to say what? X is equals to what? Is equals to 2, because it touches 2. Or yeah, that's why. Or if they say x of symmetry, we are going to take what? You are going to take the x value of a turning point and then say x equals to your x value of the turning point if they need an equation of x of symmetry on a parabola. Do you get me? So 5.3, they say determine the coordinate of A and C. Our A and C, I said, is our what? Is our x-intercept. And then we are letting y equals to what? Equals to 0 on what? On the x-intercept. Do you get me? I hope it is clear. Let's go and solve it. We're going to say 5 point what? 5.3. We're given what? F of x is equals to negative x minus 2 squared plus 1. And then you say let y is equals to 0. Or let f of x, if you don't want to say y, f of x. Yeah, because they gave us f of x here. And when there is f of x, we're going to write 0 is equal to negative x minus 2 squared plus 1. Do you get me? And then this one, we'll move it to the other side, where we're gonna have negative what? X minus 2. Don't be confused. I want to start by writing this squared is equals to -1, because this one is going to change the sign when we transpose it to the other side. Do you get me? So and then here we're going to divide by what? By -1. We divide by -1. You're left with what? X minus 2 squared is equals to 1. Do you get me? And then we're going to put a square root and then a square root. This will cancel this. We are left with what? X minus 2 is equals to plus or minus 1, because we put a square root. Do you get me? And then after that, let's go. We'll start with this solution. X minus 2 is equals to +1. When I say x minus 2 is equals to 1, +1, or x minus 2 equals to -1. X minus 2 is equals to what? -1. Do you get me? So here x minus 2 equals to +1. We're gonna have x is equals to 1 plus what? Plus 2. X is equals to 3. Here on the other side, we're gonna have x is equals to -1 plus 2. So x is equals to what? 1. Do you get me? So the value of a, the coordinate of a will be what? 1 and 0, since we say y is 0. And then the coordinate of what? The coordinate of c, our c will be what? Will be 3 and 0. Do you get me? And then let's go and check question 5.4. For which values of x, for which f of x will be less than 0. You see, less than 0. It means that where f of x will be negative, any number that is less than 0 is negative. Yeah? So we are going to focus on what? We are going to focus on our graph. Do you see? So okay, let me give you an example. Maybe you're gonna understand, but not maybe, I think you're gonna understand it. Okay, anything that is below, okay, this is an x, this is our x-axis, ne? This is our x-axis. I want to give you an example. Anything that is below the x-axis, it is what? It is negative. Anything that is below the x-axis, it is negative. Do you get me? Negative. Anything that is below the x-axis. And then anything that is above the x-axis, it is positive. Positive. Anything that is above the x-axis, it is positive, 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 positive. So let's check here. And now here we go. I said below the x-axis is what? Is negative. And above it is what? It is positive. So here we want where f of x is negative. It means that where f of x, or our graph, is below the x-axis. I hope you understood it. Where our graph, this graph, it is below the what? The x-axis. Where our graph, our f is below the x-axis, because they say our f must be less or equal to 0. Do you get me? And then we say if something is less than 0, it is negative. So here our graph, here it is below the x-axis. It means that our solution, that here we have a solution, we have a solution, we have a solution, but from here our graph start to be above, and then above it is positive. So our solution will start here and go throughout our x. What? Because our graph is going throughout, it is, this error shows that the graph is not yet incomplete. It is going, you see. So we are going to say x must be what? Must be less or equal to what? The value of a here, we say our a, we have 1. Do you get me? And then you say or. And then second, let's look for the second solution. I said we want where our graph is below the x-axis. Here our graph is above, is above, is above. It means that here it is positive. From C, our graph start to be below the x-axis, below the x-axis, below the x-axis throughout. Then we're gonna say our x must be greater or equal to what? Or equal to 3. You see. And then when you say x an element of all real numbers, some of you are confused when I put it. Well, you include when they have included, because here they say f of x greater is less or equal. That's why I'm putting an equal sign. Do you get me? Let's go and answer. Determine the average gradient. You see, the average gradient between A and B. Let's determine the average gradient. Let's write it here. It is 5.5. You see, the formula of the gradient is y equals to what? Hey, sorry. It's m is equals to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So our coordinate of what? Our coordinate of A, we said our coordinate of A is 1 and 0, and the coordinate of B is this one. It is what? Our B is 2 and what? And 1. So let's name this one as x1, this will be y1, and then here as x2, this will be y2. So let's go. We're gonna say y2. Where's our y2? I say this one. I'm gonna say 1 minus y1. We say this one is y1 0 all over x2. Our x2 is here 2 minus x1 is 1. So our answer, when you punch your calculator, you're going to get positive 1. Do you get me? So let's answer 5.6. They say the graph of g of x is obtained by shifting the graph of f 2 units to the right and 1 unit downward. Write down the equation of g of x. These things of shifting is very simple. It's 5.6 now. Let's write 5.6 here. 5.6. Our f of x is what? Negative, and then you say x minus 2 squared plus 1. Do you get me? So then they say they obtain the graph of g of x by shifting what? By shifting f 2 units to the right. And when they shift, okay, let me show you something. You must cram this, cram or no. When they shift 3 units, okay, let's take they shifted 3 units to the right. Where there is x, you are going to say to replace x with what? With x minus 3. They shift like this. They shifted 3 units to the right. When they shift 3 units to the left, where there is x, you're going to say x plus 3. Here, they shifted 3 units, shifted 3 units to the left. Do you get me? So let's go here. They say our graph is shifted 2 units to the what? To the right. Where there is x means we're going to put what? X minus 2, because they shifted 2 units to the right. We will say x minus 2. We are replacing this one with this one. I hope you see. And then this minus 2, we are going to write it as it is. And then you say squared plus 1. And then they say they shifted the graph again 1 unit downward. When you shift the graph to 1 unit downward, you're going to say minus 1. If it was shifted 1 unit upward, you're going to say plus 1. 7 units downward, you say minus 7. 7 units upward, you say plus 7. Do you get me? And then here we go. We're going to say we have x minus 4, because minus 2 minus 2 is minus 4. And then you're going to say squared. This one, it will give you 0. And then they said we must sketch the graph. This is the graph of g of x. I hope you understood. If you didn't understand, just click on, just comment and say I have a problem with this and this and this and this. I will make a video for you explaining it again. Do you get me? So here we go. Now we are doing what? We are sketching our graph. We are sketching our graph. And then let's sketch the graph. Let me try to make a straight. Okay, here I am. Let's make a straight line. Let's make a straight line. I want it to be straight. Here we go. It will be like this. I want to try to produce a straight line, guys. Sorry, at least I tried. Yeah, like this. At least I tried, guys. I hope you all see. So okay, and then here we are sketching the graph of what, of G. The graph of G, we only know what, the turning point. What's the turning point? Here we have plus 0. Since here we have plus 0, then our turning point, it will be what? It will be 0. It will be here we have minus 4. I said when you take this number, since it is minus 4, you're going to write what? You're going to write 4. Our turning point is 4 and what? And 0. Do you get me? Our turning point will be here 4 and 0. Here is 4 and 0. We are having what? A set face. Since we're having a set face, because our A is what? Our A is, now we have this. Sorry guys for ish, my okay, let me use another color, black color, so that it can be visible. So I don't know whether I will sketch it clearly, I don't know, but I will try my best. Yeah, this our eye. Hey, sorry. Yo, guys, yeah, you will sketch a correct result, because yeah. But here we can see that is 4 and what, and 0. Yeah, and then yeah, something like that. You were supposed to do that. So guys, okay, sure, please don't forget to subscribe. Now we are done with our question. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have a question, just put it on the comment section. You'll see. Thank you. Have a great day. Catch you on the next video.